Welcome, Padawan, to your reading. I'm going to start. Oh, well. Oh, come on. This. Just in case. Oh, goodness. This one pops out a lot. Apparently, it's my job to tell people, hey, you're getting lied to. When these things pop out, we take them. Man. And I shuffled good, too. I mean, I'm shuffling now, but this one seems to pop out 50% of the readings I do. Someone lying on your name. Apparently that's my job. Tell everybody when there's a liar. Alright. So we're going to set this here. Let's do some out here. The rest over here. Okay. What does this group need to know besides or about liars or anything else? This is group 1. This one. Group 1. This one. Alright, let's see what the Oracle has for you, says for you. Dang, man. I swear these came out in the last reading I did, and I shuffled good. Oh, legal issues for you. Divine detour. Demerits for someone you know. Alright, so let's see. Money coming your way. Explanatory. Then self-explanatory. Let's see. Demerits for someone you know. Opposite of brownie points. Spirit's not happy with something they're doing. And they're taking note. Legal issues for you. Pretty self-explanatory. Divine detour. Yeah, okay. Well, let's see. Which one do we expand on first? Well, let's start with lying on your name. That popped out first. So these are the ones we're going to go further on. Maybe we'll go further on that one. This one, we need to get you something for it. Okay. First off, we'll get a significator. And how do I do that? I do that by pulling all of the court cards out of this deck, which I think they're still together from the last time I did significators. Make sure everybody's here real quick. Did not check before I did this, even though, you know what, I should have, because lie on your name. I'm telling you, that comes out just about every reading I do. Apparently that's my main job. 4 of each, no one's hiding. Alright. Let's get everybody all mixed up. And then shuffle it and do a twisty twist, because up or down can also, I mean, upright or reversed also tells us something. Twist. There we go. Shuffle around. Okay. Significator for the okay. Oh, man. Jeez Louise. Is one of you, like, seriously, either a bunch of us are having to deal with the same personalities, or you're back again. You already did this, because these is, I'm telling you, this is like a repeat of a reading I did not long ago. Okay, so let's set this. King of Spades upright. Upright or unupright, you don't really want the King of Spades to be not on your side. Let's put it that way. Sorry, just my flowers here. Just, oh, I can see. Yeah, here we go. Okay. You don't really want this person to not be on your side. They are, so, when doing playing cards, it can show physical and emotional traits. The physical traits that it can show either or both. Physically, this would represent a masculine, male presenting person or outright male. Dark hair, dark eyes, sharp features, but dark hair, dark eyed man. The emotional attributes would be somebody who is good with business, good with money. This is a sharp-witted type. This is the kind who has no issues going for or trying to get power. A lot of times they do end up in kind of a higher position, like a lawyer or a businessman, CEOs kind of thing. But it, you know, dark hair, dark eye, lawyer vibes, right? There's a reason this dude has a knife, right? King of Swords. Let's get you. So you got line on your name. Well, that's exposed for you. That's a Hooters exposed. Let's grab some. I got some other attribute cards. Did not think to get them out. That'll show me. I end up using these almost every time. Get them out. See what else. No, I think that's going to do it for now. Okay. We're back. Just going to get out some of these. Get these out. I made these. Printed it on transparent vinyl sticker paper. Made the design and everything. They are very stiff. They do stick together very badly, but not too bad. I mean, it might start to wear a little bit more over time. And just cut it and put it onto blank playing cards, essentially. You can order, alright, you can order blank playing cards online. I don't know if you can find, you probably find them at a craft store, too. Somewhere that sells crafts. Crafts. All right. We're just going to go ahead and move these as well. Move that. Okay. We need the attributes for this. Since this came up, just in case there's something else, maybe you know, that you need to know, this haters deal. shuffle weird. Some of these decks are kind of big. Alright. Okay, we're just everything today. I say today like it doesn't happen all the time. Okay. We're gonna get haters exposed here. Anything else you need to know about this King of Spades? Okay. We'll start with these. This is just attributes. It's not only good, only evil, or anything like that. This is just attributes. This is neutral, positive, negative. A lot of it depends on the context, obviously. King of Spades lying on your name. Working on themselves. That's good. Refuses to accept reality. I swear I did this reading last week. Wants to share knowledge. Good. I'm telling you, I did. Grateful. I did that. I swear, like, I feel like I did this same reading last week. Okay. Come on, let's see. Okay, we got these. You know what? I'm gonna set these here. Like that. Scoop. Just scoop things a little bit here. Okay, and let's see what else about this. Hater exposed. Like this one. King of Spades lying on your name. Root work. Seek someone to help you with a protection spell. That's why I pull this one out, because it has a lot of cards for like, oh, get help, you know, do an amulet. That's just in case somebody pulling something decides to pull a little extra something. Causing chaos and fights in your love connections. And blocked heart chakra, issues and tensions, affection, balance, beauty, compassion, empathy, healing, love, mindfulness, nurture relationships. So, seek someone to help you with a protection spell. There's a lot of different ones you can do. You know, obviously you can look them up online these days, decide which one feels right to you. This says root work. I'm going to try one more to get something. Why are they lying on your name? What motivation is behind them lying on this person's name? What's their motivation? What's the reason behind lying on on this group's name? What's the emotion behind the lies? What's the emotion behind these lies? Feels guilty. That's their motivation for lying. That's the emotion behind the lying. This is their motivation and the emotion behind their lies. The reason they're doing it, what's driving them to do it, to lie about you, is that they feel guilty. I am sure I probably don't need to, I am feeling almost very certain you know why they would feel guilty. There's a good chance you do. You might not. Could be a secret from you. But this is why they're doing it. This is why they're lying. They feel guilty. They have something to feel guilty about. And lying on your name means lying about you and your character. It doesn't just mean, you know, random this or that. Oh, I got a, you know, she bought a yellow shirt. No, it's lies about your character, about things you've said, about who you are as a person. They're lying because they feel guilty. You also need help with a protection spell. Protection spell. Since it's looking like it's all coming from living beings, so let me ask. I know I'm shaking this, but I'm already it's a yes or no thing, but as I'm shaking it and finishing the question, I'm already like getting a resounding answer to certain things. You aren't going to need protection against spirits at this point. Okay. Feeling something here. Physical assets should be all right. What is it they want then? Okay, so what you need the protection, this is what specifically kind of protection you need to protect against. When you're finding someone to help you out, this is, you can tell them what you need is protection against sabotage, particularly self-sabotage, okay? Because that's what this person's energy is kind of trying to send towards you. And that's what this is, causing chaos and fights in your love connections. It's going to work through you is what it's going to do. It's going to affect you to where you are self-sabotaging. So you need to protect your inner energy, your outer energy. You just need, like, you know, some bubble of protection stuff. So, you know, whenever you're looking up, this is what you need to protect against: stuff that can affect you mentally, particularly self-sabotage. That's like the vibe, the energy, the wish that they're like sending your way is for you to mess it all up, basically, for you to self-sabotage. You know, there's a saying, right? No matter where I go, there I am, right? You're like the one person you can't get away from. It's true for all of us. We are the one person that none of us can escape. Wherever we go, there we are. I forget who said that, but that's what you should get the protection from, is self-sabotage kind of an energy. You know, so when you're dealing with that, that's what in particular you want to protect against. Something that can affect your emotions and moods. Blocked heart chakra came up, and it's not exactly saying whether it's for you or for them, but it could be that is how they're wishing on you, like they're wishing that on you, is that yours will be blocked, which would cause a lot of issues with relationships. So, man, is this an X or what? Because this is totally giving me like I'm your ex. I know I was a jerk, but I can't stand that you moved on. That's kind of the vibes I'm getting, honestly. I mean, it could be doesn't always have to be a romantic partner. It could be a non-romantic partner too. But basically, that's what it's giving me, is X something, right? X something. They feel guilty. And there's where we come in with the refuses to accept reality. You probably told this person, beat it. No. Anyway, well, it says no, you didn't tell him to beat it. You might have told him something else. Yeah, well, you ended the connection. They don't like it. Whatever you said, they don't like it. They're not accepting it. They're not over you. They're not over your relationship being over, so they got a problem with it. But they feel guilty, and they're working on themselves, which means even if they're not admitting anything, part of them knows they done messed up, but refuses to accept reality. I don't think they're done with it being over. Now, wants to share knowledge and grateful. That's just some other things going on with them right now. Probably not related to you guys not having anything to do with each other. They're grateful for something, which, I mean, hey, at least they can feel gratitude. Maybe somebody bailed them out, gave them a couch to sleep on, or gave them some money, you know, who knows. And wants to share knowledge. That often comes with, well, actually, that's an attribute that often comes up with knowledgeable types, even if they know only one like specific subject. A lot of times they want to tell people what they know. Sometimes it can be a know-it-all. Other times it can be because they genuinely think they're helping or want to help. Other times it can be because, sometimes people just like to be in that position. It makes them feel good. It makes them feel like they're in a position of authority because they know stuff other people don't. It can be altruistic, it can be selfish, but that's what I'm saying, is it's the context of the person. But as this person does, they want to share knowledge. So these two and this pretty much tells me they know at least a little bit that they got part of it. So there you go. Person lying on your name. This is the King of Spades. Good with money, good with business, sharp wit. Physical attributes indicated by these cards, which it's not always both or, and sometimes it can be either or. Most of the time, they lock onto the mental traits a little bit more than physical traits, but sometimes it kind of matches up. Anyhow, dark hair, dark-eyed man. Mentally, emotionally, a person who's good with business, good with money, kind of cold, calculating, that kind of thing. So they feel guilty. That's why all this. And they're wanting to see you crash and burn. They want you to self-sabotage. That's like what they are thinking. That's what they want. Probably so that you'll come back to them. Because apparently they're not accepting it's done with. So that's that. We can go ahead and set these aside. I have no room. Where am I going to put these? Okay. Set this here and take these aside. And now move this. Can go back. And we're done with that one. And this can go over here. Okay, what should we check out next? Legal issues for you, demerit penalty for you. Let's check into this one next. And find out what area you need to work on in order to get some balance back. Got a couple decks for this. Might have to grab the book. On this one, the colorful one, is a chakra oracle deck, and I have not used it too much to the point where I have everything memorized. I have several of them memorized, but when I'm drawing for myself, which is primarily what I've been doing until now, you tend to get the same ones over and over because I tend to mess up the same lessons repeatedly. At least in my experience. So give these a shuffle and we'll find out what you need to work on in order to get some balance back with all that and get this going. Okay, I need to move these out of the way while I do this. Okay, some line on your name, we're done with that. Alright, demerit penalty, what do they need to work on in order to restore some balance and correct course? What do we need? What can they work on? What's for them? Yeah, what's for them? Alright, we'll take that. Okay, I'm gonna set these here. Okay, put this here for you. Now we're gonna shuffle these. Get something from here. Okay. They need to restore balance. What lesson can they work on? Okay. This in here. Okay. Passion. Okay. And acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Alright, so I do need to grab the book on that one. I don't get that one too often myself. Alright, let's check into this. And I really like this book. This is a chakra oracle deck. It's very good for like personal growth. It has these little meditations and stories. Okay, the Princess of Amber spends her time volunteering. No person or task is beneath her. She loves her subjects and looks after them like a loyal servant. When the newspapers criticize her, her family begs her to behave more like royalty. She refuses. The people hold a free election, and to the surprise of the aristocracy, vote for the princess as their new leader. You're correct to feel passionate about your position. Follow your instincts. You know intuitively what's right for you. Are your daily actions supporting your real passion? What are you willing to stand for? Being authentic, taking a stand for yourself, feeling ostracized by family or friends. Strong feminine energy, a happy outcome. And keywords are passion, bravery, royalty. Okay, so this one is about doing what you feel is right, doing what you're passionate about, being your authentic self. And this one is learning to accept the things that I cannot change, acceptance. Demerit penalty for you. Let me give you another, let's get you another chakra card, because I'm thinking maybe it has something to do with. Okay, no. You know what? No, I don't think. What I'm getting is that, just like in the story, you're getting pressure from people who are important to you, family members or friends, or maybe even society itself. And you're having trouble with not caving. You're like, obviously you're still doing it, but your doubt, it's giving you something. It's good. Yeah, let us get you another one. Done this. All right, give us a compliment and clarification on this. Instinct. Creation. Okay. So all right. So and it's a penalty when you've been doing it long enough. You're getting an extra obstacle. All right, so what you need to do is trust your passion and your intuition and your instincts from here on out in order to correct the imbalance that has been created by not doing that, okay? You have what you need. You can't be looking back in the past. You can't be looking too much at the other people, seeing what they're doing. You got to do what you need to do, what's right for you and what you're passionate about. And you have to accept that other people, they just may not see it your way, flat out. They just might not do that, okay? You don't need their acceptance to be yourself. You are, unfortunately, going to have an extra obstacle to deal with now. Let's see. Extra obstacle. What do I have that's good for that? 1 second while I dig through my tools. Extra obstacles. You know what? Let's do... Yeah, let's do this. Let's just pull out an actual tarot deck. Alright. Pulling out the tarot. Man, this is getting in deep. You got a lot of cards that are cards that I go into because it doesn't seem fair to leave you without some extra info on those. Okay, we can set all these aside. Okay, what's the penalty? It's going to be an extra obstacle. It's an extra challenge. What is the penalty? Darling. Okay. Now, I'm not quite as experienced with tarot as other things. I did not start out with tarot. I started out with witches' runes and then playing cards, and only recently have bought a tarot deck. So, oh. Okay, so this to me is actually showing me kind of the natural side effect of what your actions have done. Not so much as an extra obstacle placed on you. And here's the King of Swords reversed, and here's the Ace of Swords reversed. To me, the extra obstacle is a natural consequence. And it is that you have, whatever you're doing, physically, mentally, whatever you're trying to, how do I say this? You're trying not to do what you should be doing. You're trying not to do what you want to do. You're trying not to do what you think is authentic or right. You're trying to wrap your brain around a way that you don't have to do any of that and everything will be fine. And it is honestly just putting you into, those kinds of mental gymnastics are just putting you into such a state of confusion that you are confusing yourself to the point where you are making it harder to get clarity and get out. You want to come up with a reasonable or logical way that you don't have to do any of this stuff that's making you uncomfortable and still have things work out in your favor, and that is not the case at all. You would like to logic your way out of feeling how you feel and wanting what you want. That's not helping you, and it's actually just driving you deeper into confusion. So, okay, we got that. That one's here. So that's your legal issues for you. Self-explanatory. It can range, but it does involve the actual legal system. This could be things like tickets, civil cases, legal bureaucracy. Okay, so divine detour. This seems pretty self-explanatory to me, but I guess probably not to you. This means you are being rerouted. It means that you are the actual divine, actual source is saying, okay, so the path you were on didn't go so well. It hasn't worked out for your journey to learn from, so we are rerouting you. So if you were hoping to end up at option A and you wanted option A, now they're diverting you to option B. This very well could be related to the confusion on your part where you're putting yourself. You aren't able, even if you could get to that other place, you wouldn't be able to make the most of it because of your mental state. So you're being detoured to plan B, to option B is what's going on. So, alright, I think that was legal issues for you, lying on your name. Oh, well, how about we leave it on a positive note, and that is money coming your way. So, you know, that's nice. Alright, well, Pile 1, that was your reading. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Let's set this over here. Whoops. I'm not. I swear, if I get lying on your name again, well, we'll see, okay? Whatever is most important to you, whoever watches it. But I'm telling you, somehow, every single time I've been doing this, watch. This will be the one video where it don't pop out. But let's see. Okay. What messages for pile 2? People who chose pile 2, what messages do we have? What messages do we have for pile 2? What messages for pile 2? Messages for pile 2. Messages for pile 2. Okay. I know, they're already chosen. Why am I shuffling? Sometimes just don't feel ready. Alright. You losing money. A ticket, an unexpected bill, court case. It's not usually like you lost cash money, like it fell out your pocket. But it could be. I mean, either way, you'll lose some money. Blank. This is something I put into the deck so that there's like no irrelevant filler, right? Because let's say not all the cards are applicable, instead of placing a filler one because there's no option to say nothing. They put anything in, so blank is my way of letting them not add something irrelevant. Oh, merits for you. That's very nice. That means Spirit is approving of something you're doing, your actions at the time. You're getting brownie points. Very nice. Surprise person. Oh, exactly what it says. A person you didn't know about and you find out about, or you meet unexpectedly, or someone that you never thought you'd see again and you run into them. Typically, so yeah, a surprise person. That's exactly what it means. Events that are shocking for someone you know. I'm going to hold off and see the last card before I comment on this one. Someone you know losing money. Okay. So events that are shocking for someone you know. But there is a card in here that can say the events are shocking for you as well. That didn't come up. So you are probably not going to be the one who is as shocked as this person. They're going to be a lot closer to whatever happens that's shocking. You're going to be a little bit farther. It's not really going to affect you as much. You know what? You know what? Okay. Surprise person. Let's get out. Where are you? Oh, great. I just dropped something. Great. Well, when I do that? Okay. Surprise person. Boom. Alright, let's see. Okay, so you losing money, already explained. Blank, doesn't need further merits for you. We can find out what you're doing, that's good, you know, so we'll think about that. Someone you know losing money, explain. Are very clear. Okay. The surprise person is for this. It is the shocking event. They're going to be shocked by a surprise person. Alright, okay. You know what? Just for funsies, this isn't a perfect system, right? This one I got in my hand. It's something that I'm still working on. I made the oracle. I made the other one. I'm kind of refining. Ooh, okay. It flipped out. Something flipped out. Ooh. Bam. Surprise person is a dead relative. Now that, oh, two others just flipped over. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but this one flipped out. Grandfather, cousin. We'll leave these to the side. Visible just in case. A dead relative. The surprise person is a dead relative. Now, how's that for drama? How's that? No will influx. Someone you know losing money. You losing money. Why is the surprise person dead relative? And no, so there is will cards in here. Those did not show up. A surprise dead relative. Now, isn't that something? Isn't that something? You know, honestly, almost don't even know what to make of this. Surprise person, dead relative. Like, they're gonna be in bed and some ghost is gonna show up, or... None of the inheritance cards showed up. What these don't say tells me sometimes as much or more as what they do say, the ones they don't choose. I mean, a surprise person of a dead relative. Let's see. Okay, so they're gonna find out they had like an aunt or an uncle or something that just didn't survive long enough for them to ever. Okay, I don't know how to say this the right way. They're gonna find out they had an aunt or an uncle who didn't survive. They just didn't live long enough um, for them, for this person to meet them, and whatever happened, it's a thing that people don't talk about. It's something that the family doesn't really talk about. They don't really mention the person. It's making me kind of think it's one of those things where this person died very young, and they just haven't been a part of the family's life for so long that nobody talks about them, or maybe people didn't work through it and that's why they don't talk about them. So they're going to find out that that basically one of their parents, had a sibling who didn't live very long or didn't make it past, you know, childhood or early adulthood. Well, they could have been an adult too, but this is someone who died before they were born and just nobody talks about them. And they didn't realize that there was a whole other relative that everybody just leaves out, just doesn't talk about. And honestly, it might kind of put some pieces together for them. That kind of thing leaves a mark whether people talk about it or not. And so for them, they may start putting some pieces together about their family, like maybe their grandfather or their cousin has some weirdness to them, or they feel like they just get some kind of a something happened to you vibe, you got trauma, and so this may help them start putting some pieces together about certain emotional attributes of family members. They may have been wondering maybe their whole life. So they're going to find out that they had like an aunt or an uncle. It's something along those lines. And they didn't live long enough for them to ever meet. And they died however long enough ago that people just don't talk about them or mention them. But this does kind of feel like a young person who didn't survive. Sometimes when very young people don't survive, depending on the generation you're from, people end up just not talking about it. They shut it away and they keep on and they focus on the other kids, and they may not have had a way to talk about it. Might have just been from the times that maybe their generation already was a little jaded. Coming from a time not so long ago when it may very well be a real fact that some of your children are just not going to make it to adulthood. But yeah, so surprise person, events that are shocking for someone you know. They're going to find out about a relative they didn't know who existed, who was deceased. They didn't even know, like, a whole person was there and just nobody talks about it, nobody mentioned. So isn't that something? Family history revealed. Alright, so that's the events that are shocking for them. And I'm going to stick all these over here. And merits for you. You're doing a good job. What are you doing a good job on? What do we have that can say? What lesson are you doing well? Okay, let's put it that way, and let's put this one. What lesson are you excelling at right now that's getting you merits? Okay, what lesson are you doing well at right now that's getting merits for you? What lesson are you excelling at right now that you're... Okay, abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So this is the lesson and attitude that you are doing well with. and that they're saying, good job, keep up the good attitude, keep up the abundance thinking, limitless being. So you're doing good on that. Great job. Well, awesome show. Great job. You got to know that one. You going to the mayor? Tom? No, I'm just kidding. Alright, so that was your reading. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Welcome, pile 3, to your reading. Set this over here. Let's shuffle this up, see what we get. Shuffle this up, see what we get. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna get this done. All right. Okay. Make sure nice and shuffled. And they're not going to cooperate. All right, come on. Come on. All right. Sometimes if I put it into 4, it helps me get the halves better, and then, it is what it is. There we go. Okay. Pile 3. What's up? What is up? Pile 3. What's up, pile 3? What's up, pile 3? Alrighty. And 1. Popped out immediately. Pile 3. Pile 3. You are a tough cookie. For 2 more. 2 more. Now 1 more. There we go. Okay. Now let us see. Let us see what's going on. Sometimes I don't feel ready to flip them over, but let's see. Merit reward for someone you don't know, but are connected to through a person, place, or situation. Pay attention to electrical glitches. Those are synchronicities or signs. It's a sign of something. A phone call for someone you don't know, but are connected to through a person, place, or situation. Merits for someone you know. So you know their name, you know their face, and spirit is happy with what they are doing. They're getting brownie points. Gaining luck for you, it means your luck levels are going to go up. It's not like gaining money luck in particular or gaining something in particular luck. It's just your overall luck level is going to go up. You are going to become luckier. And legal issues for someone you don't know. So actually, all in all, this is looking pretty good because I don't see a lot of drama for you. Okay, this is someone you don't know, but you're connected. They're doing the right thing. Someone you know is also doing well. Spirit's happy with that. Phone call for someone you don't know, but you're connected to them through a place or a situation or a person. Legal issues for someone you don't know. Again, not your problem. But you are connected to them, so you very well could be hearing about it. So that may come to you as gossip through the grapevine. You're going to be luckier. That's very nice. Pay attention to electrical glitches. This is usually, well, I mean, I'm going to be honest and we can confirm. I can confirm with this. Let's see. Ooh, okay. So let's see. Not a passed on loved one. What could the glitch? That's usually what it is, honestly. But pay attention to the electrical glitches. Alright. Okay. So the electrical glitches are your spirit guides trying to get your attention. Alright, well my dogs were barking, so your guides want your attention, so pay attention to the electrical glitches. It's your spirit guides trying to get your attention. When that happens, they are around. They're trying to tell you something. They're trying to give you a sign. Yeah, that's kind of nice. So it's your spirit guides. When that happens, it's your spirit guides in particular. They want you to pay attention. They are trying to get your attention. Alright, so whenever the electrical glitches are coming around, your spirit guides want you to pay attention. They want you to be careful. They want you to think about what you're doing. So that was what we got a yes on. So alright, that's that. And we'll leave you on a positive note. Gaining luck for you. You're getting luckier. Yay! So happy for you. Okay, and I mean it. Alright, well, thank you for watching. See you next time.